My name is Chapa, and I'm part of the King of Catan online Discord server, where we host Settlers of Catan tournaments. King of Catan runs the Premier League and the Proven Competitors League, home to the best Catan players in the world. Check out our YouTube channel and join our Discord server to learn more. Today, I got a special treat for y'all. I'll be talking to the 4 players that have qualified for Season 14 Premier League finals, and we'll get to know them a little bit better. Let's start off with Rowing the Boat, or as many know him as Row Dog. He's been a finalist in another Premier League Season 11, multiple time winner in Catan Champs, Catan Community, and also a finalist in the recent Catan Players Invitational 3. Most notably, he has been a semifinalist at US Nationals 2022. He's a very strong player, and he finished top of the standings for Premier League Season 14. Moving on, we'll talk about Donnie. Donnie finished second overall in the Premier League standings, right below Rowan. They actually tied in amount of wins, but Donnie was 1 victory point short of that top spot. He's been a finalist in the Proven Competitors League to move up to the Premier League. He's been a finalist in the Catan Players Invitational 1 and 2, and he's also been a participant at US Nationals 2022. A very strong player from the US as well. Next, we'll move on to Falcao, 32. He is hailing from Croatia, and I've known him to be one of the best players in Eastern Europe. He's been a finalist in the Proven Competitors League, winner of the Bandit Bowl for this iteration, winner of Catan Champs, multiple-time KOC finalist, King of Catan. He's also been a winner of a Croatian regional tournament for in real life play. So a very strong player, very excited to see what he does in this Premier League final. And last but not least, we have Shanks. Shanks hails from Brazil. He is actually the Brazil national champion of 2023. So he has booked his ticket to the World Championship of Catan in 2025. Before that, he's been a 17-time top 16 Catan Champs Division 1. He's been a finalist in Catan Champs multiple times, and he has a very impressive 40% win rate in Catan Champs. So a very strong player. Very excited to see how Shanks's online and in real life play kind of show out in this final. All right. First question, what made you want to play in the Premier League?
That's a great question. The Premier League, man. I mean, just when you say it, sounds so official, so legit, like cool. Like you think of Premier League, I think of like the English Premier League of soccer, and that's top tier. So the Catan, the KOC Premier League, it's got to be top tier Catan. And I'd say it's been an accurate statement of my experience so far in the Premier League. I've had probably most of maybe not most, but a lot of my high level games have been played in the Premier League, and it's been a ton of fun. And I look forward to playing every season. So it's been a blast in my short time here. I think this is my 4th season, so it's been fun.
I really like being able to play very high level kind of Catan games, and that was something the Premier League offered. I think one of the main things I like about it was that you get to play on a time that works well for everyone. So that you find a scheduled time, and then basically everyone usually is on voice chat, so you get to play almost as much like real life as possible while still being in the comfort of your own home. So that was something that I really liked about the league.
The first server that I've joined was XIV, so I always wanted to play in Premier League and Proven Competitors League because I think, especially in Premier League, it's the best, maybe of the best in the world, So that was the main reason, and the best quality games.
That's a really good question. To be honest, I was kind of late to join Premier League. I was already a player from other servers, and I don't know, I was not that excited at first to join. And that was a moment that I thought, well, the best players are there. Why can't I be there too? So I tried my best to qualify, and I did. And well, the only thing now is that I regret not joining earlier. Definitely.
How do you feel about your performance in this Premier League season?
Yeah, so this season it's been a great one. In the past, I felt like I've been kind of stuck in this level of mediocrity. I've been always in the middle of the table. I barely even made it out to qualified in the Premier League because I barely even made it out of the PCL. But now that ever since I've been in the Premier League up to this season, it's always been right for fighting for that last semifinal spot or somewhere around then. And I've been in, I've been out, and now this season, I kind of just took things by storm. I won a majority of my games. I think 5 out of 7 games and 9 points in the other 2. So top of the table, and it's a great feeling. Not having to worry about fighting for those semifinal spots. So it's been awesome. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I think I've upped my play. I don't know.
Yeah, so obviously I think this season I did pretty well to make it here. I think overall, definitely got a bit lucky. I think in most of my games I pulled pretty good devs. And like my way of defining good is that it's like diverse devs. So like I pull like a row builder, a mono, a yap, like some of everything. And like I think most of my wins were actually through doing something along that line, right? So yeah, definitely got lucky, and haven't had a season that I did this well in until now. And a lot of it just comes down to being able to play and like get more chances, and getting better overall.
It's my first Premier League season. The opening was very good. I won the Bandit Ball against great players like Rana, Raymond, and Griffin. And then it was a little bit losses, and then again wins. I'm very satisfied. When you are in top three first season, it's a great feeling to be in the final.
Yeah, this is my second Premier League season. My performance was okay. I think I won 3 games in the regular season, but I had some bad games too. I had 3 or 4 really bad games. I final with 6 or 7 points each one, and in general, I think it was a little worse than the seasons before. I got to semifinals in the last season also, and to semifinals in my proven competitors leagues, the 2 ones I played. So I'm 100% playoffs now, but I think this one actually is probably my worst one, but somehow I got to finals, and I'm really excited to play it, especially because I'm playing really good players.
Yeah, we'll take it back a little bit. We'll have a little fun with these questions. Just like Catan and the Catan Island, if you were stuck on a deserted island with the goal of surviving and eventually escaping, which 3 Premier League players would you bring with you and why?
Ooh, that's really interesting. So like basically who do I think is the most resourceful? Okay. I think I have to select Rayman as one of them. He's just kind of shown that he's able to make like turn everything into gold somehow, like do like very creative negotiations. Um, does it have to be like active players right now, or any player in
Anyone,
EPL?
any Premier League player.
Okay. I think another one that I was really inspired by that I used to watch sometimes is Cool KP. He's not really in Premier League anymore, but again, like someone that really expanded on, the amount of creativity you could put into deals. So I found to be like very resourceful. Um and I might actually choose Buckle as a third, just because he's always like given that energy of like being really, kind of like a nice guy, and like makes games like kind of like funny. Like I feel like every game I've played with him, I've had good laughs and like had a good time, even if didn't do well. Yeah, so probably those would be my yeah.
Road Dog. So we've heard that you've climbed multiple mountains in Colorado, 5 to be exact, that are each 14,000 feet in altitude. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, that is true. Probably since I'm 21 right now, and probably since I was 14 or 15, I've been going out earlier than that, but ever since I was 14 or 15, I've been going out most summers and climbing at least one mountain. It's kind of like the yearly family trip with my dad and like a lot of the guys in my family, like my brother starting to come out and my uncle. So yeah, we like to go out in the mountains, camp for 4 to 5 days, and go jeeping and climb mountains. It's a blast. It's a great way, to disconnect from society and get in touch with nature. So yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of the year, going out.
Falcao, if you could say a word or phrase about each finalist, what would it be? So let's start with Road Dog.
Road dog. The dog. I would say that. No,
Gotcha.
definitely funny guy.
What about Donnie?
Donnie. He's very good Catan player.
Shanks?
Shanks is very competitive and nice person.
And then the last question, Shanks. We know that you're the Brazilian 2023 national champion, going to Worlds in 2025. How do you prepare for big Catan matches, just like this one for the Premier League final?
Yeah, try to stay focused the whole weekend, but to be honest, I'm a little bit anxious right now. So, but I prepared in the last 2 days. I don't play any games, at least the last game, and I keep focused. I try to think how my other players play, how they play the game, and try to take the best strategy of that. That's the way I prepare. But a Catan game can happen everything, so there's not like good prepare for a game like this. You have just to keep in mind you are doing consistently, and keep in mind that everything can happen, and try the best out of it.
Good answer.